You were not explaining. You were not explaining. You started was the unordered list and the ordered list.
Okay, so okay, now let me start explaining. I think we've written a lot before we go. We've written a lot. Meanwhile, all of this is in one session. So, okay, you can see this is the title. This is only going to show on the browser, the tab, on the tab. So everything here is going to show on the browser, but I don't mean the code itself, like the content of the code. For example, those texts, you're going to see them display as a paragraph, right? This one has H1. This is going to show a very big font. And this is a UL already with a head H2 and with this LI beneath. And this one, of course, is going to be in number, while this one is going to be in bullet points. So will be in number. And this is image tag, like you know. If I don't have any image, go by this name sitting on the same file level with where the general HTML file is sitting, I'm never going to say this, right? Another thing we never talked about, this is the audio, but it can work without control, but you know what control is? It's like you want to have control of stop, pause, play, and all that stuff, right? So you just have to add control. And here is the file level. This is a file. If there is no any file like this here, it's never going to show. The type is audio, and the type of audio is MP3. You know, we have several type of audio format. It's not only MP3. And the source is SRC, right? This is the source that is sitting in. And for video, yeah, you can declare without control and define. If you did not define the width and the height, it's definitely going to display the default sizes. But now I just try to define the width and the height. The control, of course, firing from the source, if there is none like this with this name, it's never going to show. The type is video, and that type of video is MP4, right? So, and basically that is all. But one thing now is we put it in a div. This div now, this is the end of, this is the open of the div. This is where it's ending. Means everything here, they are inside the div. And the div is sitting in another bigger thing called a session. This is the open of the session, and this is the closing tag. The essence of this is, in case you want to give it ID, right? And or class or ID. You're going to see all of them that we're going to do. But before we do that, let's try to save and we view in a browser. We want to see that all our contents are here before we start doing what we want to do today, which is about class and what is this thing called? Class and IDs. I'll stop sharing and I'll share this. What is this? Okay, here. If you can see, there is no any video like that. What we are seeing here is our first H1 without paragraph. The one huh? Did you say it's tiny? Oh, she was not talking to us. So this is the dummy paragraph text. And you remember that place I say the H2, where I say that the technologies we cover with the ordered list, another H2 with the unordered list, right? And from there is image. That is why it's coming first, because I've not put the display to block. If I put a display to block, start adding CSS, then the arrangement, the positioning will start coming. And then there is no any audio of such. That is why I didn't see it play. But then there is a control for us. It does have a control, right? The same thing with the video. It does have a control. So for example, now let me go download of, I'm just gonna go MP3 score, right? And get this I'm gonna get I'm gonna go get a free, let me just say what is this guy's name? Still not an embassy they call it. Just give me one name so that I will type. Before I go and type it out for you.
Mama.
Because
Umama.
I'm a traditional man. What did you say, sir?
Umama.
Mama. By who?
Mama. Natalia Bassi.
Okay. Mama. Like this?
Yes. Yes. Yes, sir. Let me see. Yes, sir.
By near Bassi. Is that not spelling of Bassi?
I think it's Frank Edward. Frank Edward.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay. Should be. Oh boy. Did I not have any MP3 on my computer? I'm just gonna take this one.
Sir. Onisha Yanu then.
But I don't have
Onisha Yanu by
by
Nathaniel Bassi. Onisha Yanu.
Onisha.
He's looking for an MP3.
Let me just take one. This one is called Chidima whatever. Let's go by this person. I don't know where it is though, but I'm trying to pull it to. I know I have something like that on my computer, so just gonna. Okay, so I have to move it here. I'm gonna reduce the file. Oh my God. The file name is too long. Okay. Chidima, I don't know what that is. Okay. But it sounds good. So where is our file sitting again? Our file, where is it sitting? This web font. Oh, I think it's sitting in one object, one project, ID project, I said, right? Oh, this is what happened to you when you have a lot of stuff in that project. Oh. You have to save this thing again. I don't know where I saved it to, but I know I saved it to one project files.
Attackieren. Es gibt auch mehrere NVACs. Es gibt mehrere Diskutieren von Preset.
Is he talking to us? I'm going to save it again, sorry. I'm going to save it to Zebra. Okay. Yeah, but this is it. I'm going to save it to Zebra. It's the one that I will locate. Z. Now that I save it to Zebra, let me copy the file name and put there. Oh. Then I will save. I will share the this is it, right? You can see that our stuff, right? Let me refresh now. Yeah. Let me refresh again. Oh, it's not showing. No. Yeah. Huh. Is it not MP3? So we should play. What is this? Okay, yes. Very good. Can you guys see? Hello? Are you guys see here?
We are seeing it,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes. So you can control it. You can increase it. You see the control? Yeah? Hello? Hello? Hello, guys?
Yeah, we can see it.
All right. You can hear, or you can see and you can hear, right?
Yes, we can see and also hear.
Exactly. That is the part of the audio.
Yes.
Yes. So you can when you put a control, you definitely see you can control your audio. Same also with video. So for example, now let's go to let me go to this save fonts and then oh no need to download anything. I think I should have an audio, right? So I'll just let's get an audio. I mean, sorry, video. And I'll put it in the, I think this is a video of me coding or something. Yeah. Son of a lecture. So I'll show you the code, don't worry. Because all I'm doing here in the code now is, okay. All I'm doing is the email, what's this thing called? Is the file name that I'm changing. Okay, I moved it. Now that I moved it, I have to open it. Video, where are you? All right, this is a video. Okay. What is it again? Okay, so just refresh. There should be a video there. What? I don't understand this. Just a moment, please. I don't understand this thing. See that the code is did I not save it? Come on. I'm sure it's very anointing. So all what he wants me to refresh from the code. So here, this is the only one that is not here now is this image. This one is here. Can control it. This one is also here. But this one doesn't have original does not have original volume. So I remove the volume. Yeah. As the sound, sorry. I remove the sound. So that one is also working. Let me look for an image, go by that name, which I think there is one here. Just copy it, then put it here. If I refresh, yep. That is you should be able to see very well now. Then if you can see, then we can go back to our code and we start explaining it one by one. Is there any character that is not here? There are texts here with head, with H1, H2, with paragraph, with UL, with OL, you know, with image, with audio, with video. So that we can go there now and start talking. So guys, today is very cold. People are not talking. Okay. Okay, let me share the code and we treat it one by one. Okay. So in the body session, there is a place called session. For example, if I add something called ID, I will say ID, then I'll give it ID name, like just MKD, right? So if this MKD, if I want to reference this MKD, it must start with this pound sign, you know, or hashtag, this thing. Then the name, that is this name in the CSS, right? This is how you start it. But if it is in this place, you can still give it a class in case you want to reference a class. Let's say you call it Texas. Texas, okay. That's for the people you know to go. That's how we call ourselves here. Then you start with a period. So if I tell you that, do you know how to create a class or ID? You say yes, because You say ID, then equals to, then double quotes, then the ID name. You can choose any name you want, but just be careful. The name does not have to be clumsy. So also class. And you want to reference them in the CSS. This is how you reference them. A pound sign first, then ID name. And if it is a class, a period first, and then the name of the class. Any question on that? Because this is what is contained in the exercise. Any question on that? Hello? Any question?
No question, no answer.
Okay. So if I say, if you see a session in any code, give it ID, give it an appropriate ID and a class name, you should be able to give. So for example now, this ID cannot just come anyhow you want. It can only come in a page, right? And what is interpreted as a page here is, for example, all what is inside this session is a page. The session is called a page in this regards. But if you want to separate it, that not all of them you want to give one page, that you want to make them 2 or 3 pages, then this div now you're going to checkmate it. That means you have to give this div another ID name. Maybe instead of giving this only this div here, you create another div. Just a moment. Open it here, and then you say all the way to this place, right? Then you give another div. Yeah. So this div now is different from this div. So maybe here you still give another ID. And the ID name maybe now is, if you like, you call it Lagos, if you want. And what this means is it takes care of where there are texts. Yeah, that is what it takes care of. So in case the essence of having a class, most of the time, you want uniqueness to that particular element. For example, sending in 10 minutes, in case when this link and join the other one. For example, you want some unique character or properties to go into this H1, you are going to give it a class name. Since you can give any amount of class you want, but it must be given to an element, right? So, for example, you say, oh, Jigo or Jugo, whatever you want. Say Jigo, I was going to say, right? And for when you reference this Jigo in your CSS, know very well it's going to be affecting this guy only. So also to paragraph. Yeah, you can call it any name. If you can, like, you call it lead paragraph, lead. Please mute paragraph. Mute, please. Or you can call it lead text if you want. And if you want to give a class name to this UL, same thing. You know, can call this one, if you like, call it Lafia. You know? And this one too, you can still give a class. No big deal. You can call it, if you like, call it Lafia underscore child or dash child. And this li, if you like, you give. But if you don't want to give this li, there is an object called li. in the CSS, there is an object called H2, right? There is an object called UL. There is an object called div. There's an object called session. So if you want to generalize them, if you want the property to affect all of them, you just give every properties to this session. There's no need of saying much. You just go to the CSS, you just call the object of session, and you, with the curly bracket, and you start assigning the properties and the value. That is all. So, but if you save this, you go to the browser, you're not going to see anything different yet because you've not referenced any properties. But all we are doing here is how to give ID names or class name, ID where ID is needed, class names where class is needed, and all of that. That is what we've just done. Any question, please? Any question? Any question? Hello? The place is very...
But sir, it's a clarification per se.
Yes, go ahead.
Hello,
Please feel free to ask. Please.
hello, sir.
Yes.
It's a clarification per se. The network has been throwing me off and on, off and on. I'm totally lost.
Oh, wow. Okay. That is one person. Another person, because what he requested now, he requested that like I have to start all over from this to down. That's what he said. Anybody else in this vein with Mr. Carl? Somebody following the process. Okay. Please, what is a class? This person is really, really, really asking good questions. Exactly. The person is asking, what is a class, UL, OL, ID? Okay. It's just, okay, nice one, thank you. Okay. Which one should I start? Okay, let me just give him a direct answer on that one. A class, right, is a unique identifier used to call or to reference an element. That is a class. An ID is a primary identifier used to call or to reference a page. Do you understand? An OL is an ordered list. An ordered list means when you want to list element in a number, then you use the tag name OL. And UL is an ordered list. And ordered list means when you want to list elements that goes by bullet points. Is there any other thing that he said that I've not talked about? Yeah, anything else? Is it or he or he? Because I'm an Idoma man, I'll pronounce you or he, like beauty.
It's or he.
Okay.
It's
Did
or he. Thank you, sir.
You're
Is
welcome.
there a place, a register for all of this, like a document with the registers, so that we can refer to them for eventually forget while we are working and all?
I don't understand. You mean like the code that I've written?
No, like a register, like a language register or a book that has
Yes,
a
of course.
collection.
Yes. I'll
Please,
give you a reference. I'll give you guys the reference. But there are little stuff, but you need to understand first before you read them. I think it's better that way. You need to understand some certain things. But I'll give books. I'll give you a reference where you go and study I think if I understand it very well, there are several of them. W3 School is there for the very fundamental part. Udemy is there. YouTube is there, but most of the time YouTube is, they don't follow the chronology of teaching in there. Coursera is there. Stack Overflow is there. GitHub is there. You know, Gimmick is there. Computer Geeks is there. A lot of them. Yeah. I'm just going to itemize all of them, and then I'll hand it over to the group manager, and he will take it up from there. Yes, another question before I start all over, because the first person that asked.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, go ahead.
You said something about that ID can only be one on a page.
Yes, in a page. Yes.
So I want to understand, this second div now, is that a page on its own?
Yeah, this second div now, you can categorize it as a page with text. If you see them, I try to segregate them from where there is image, audio, and video. So in this regard,
yes.
You want to call it a page in that.
Oh, okay.
Because they have a universal sorry. They have a universal identifier, like in terms of text going on there, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I don't know if you understand, sir.
Yes, I understand.
So you're going to look at it, a group of text. Like yesterday, I was telling you that when ID have to come in, the interpretation to the page is that you're going to look at a basket of fruit, a particular fruit in a basket. If you remember very well, that is what I was.
Okay, so does it mean this part of media now, can we, let's say we want to have another page for this media, can we give this part of the media which has picture, audio, and video, can we give it another div that
you can give it another, you can even give this only this image. You can call it an ID depending on what you want to use it for. For example, if you want to use it for a logo, it's definitely going to stand as a page.
Okay.
I don't know whether you understand, sir.
Yes, I got it.
Exactly. And then another thing that you can make it a page is maybe a grid of pictures in a